By the time he stole money disguised as a nun.
I haven't watched that movie in years.
I have it actually. Well, I don't think Locke will be any competition for women anytime soon.
I don't know.
Damn, dude. That was
He's
a
got
low
a
blow.
story to tell, and the sympathetic part
And
to play.
eye patches can be sexy.
Broken teeth, patches.
Yeah, he's more of a pirate than you are now.
I know!
Yar! It's cars.
One good regeneration's probably be fun.
Yeah.
And it's never been proven that I'm a pirate.
You said it yourself. Oh, you're right. You didn't say it. The Darkwater boy said it.
And you weren't there, you were down in the sewers.
Modwin was there.
Okay, as you guys, you kind of wake up the next day, it's kind of hard
Damn.
to tell if it's day or not because there's no windows or anything. The fire has gone down to, just coals and whatnot.
And embers?
I stayed away from that just on purpose. You guys gather your stuff and start heading out. When you reach the front, you can see that the first hammer is there. He also has 3 other dwarves with him that are they're wearing like heavy dwarven armor. One is carrying a great axe. The other 2 are carrying just smaller axes and shields. The first hammer walks up to you guys, and he extends his hand towards Modwin. He says, "Dear, it's good to see you up and about, boy. How are you feeling?"
I feel good, thank you. The dinner you called it, which is a party to us, was a lot of fun last night. You guys do that all the time? Like, it's like your own
every
little
night.
rat here. Although the wine's not as
Most
good.
of the time, it's not as subdued as it was last night. So
That was subdued.
that you caught us on a Monday.
Well, I tell you what, tonight you have to come by the rat. Because that's where we party.
I don't know if that's so wise, boy. I wouldn't be heading back to your local haunts. These Darkwater boys are on you, and they're not going to let up. It's not safe for any of you in Waterdeep anymore. Now, me boys
I don't
here
understand.
can help you get out of the city without incident. But if you stay here, you're taking your own lives in your own hands.
Sir, we need to go someplace first before we can leave. And I turn to
Where do
Ember.
you need to go?
Leave?
We'll be fine. We're gonna go to my house on the way out of town before we say goodbye to your parents, and we're gonna ask my dad to put your parents under his protection.
May I say something? Or will
What?
would I offend everybody?
It's never stopped you before.
Helen,
Out of character laugh.
Maybe we can get Ember's family to hire Locke's family as gardeners or
they're
chamber.
ill.
My parents can't work.
You're missing the point. They would be under Ember's family's house. Easier to watch, well protected.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. It doesn't mean they have to do anything like that. It just means they could live on the property and be better
Exactly.
protected. He's right.
Shocker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only if you promise me you'll let me pay you back.
You already have by living.
Yeah. Plus, we're gonna use you to convince my dad.
Only if you promise me you will let me pay every coin back that your family gives my parents to live.
Fine, you can make that offer to my father.
I'm making it to you. You're the one who's going to talk your father into it. You're my friend.
Which is why we're family, too. You don't owe me anything. You do the same for me.
Locks don't go to that section of town. You know that as well as I do.
Well, they will now. You're better than most of the people in that section of town.
Locke, you have to ask yourself what's more important right now. Your parents or your pride? Take her
Pride.
offer.
This is not about pride.
It is. Take her offer and we'll work it out later. You've helped us many times. Let us help you.
Psst, Amber, just accept the offer.
Fine. 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 You pay me back. One day.
I smile.
You drive a hard bargain.
I whisper over to Oakley.
These
Doesn't
boys will
actually
take
know
you
that if he
where you need to go.
It doesn't matter. He gets his ass out the door.
Alright. Even if he ever did pay me back, I just won't hate it. Okay.
Or you
Says,
can give
here,
a Temple
here, son,
Morgan.
I've got something for you. And he hands you a leather pouch.
To me?
Yes, to Locke, sorry.
Take it and open it.
Okay, inside you can see what appears to be a leather eye patch. Embossed on the front of it is a stylized lock with the hammer and anvil of Moradin on, like, put in the base of the lock.
Modern. Ooh, that is stylish. Sorry, I mean, I'm gonna laugh at myself.
That'll look better on you than that bandage.
Locke turns to Modwin, or Locke turns to the cleric and says, "Can I take the bandage off?"
Aye, your socket is healed, but not too many people like looking at people with an empty hole in the side of their face. So I thought this would help out. Now listen, when you're done your errand, you come back here, and my boys will take you out of the city, the safe way. But I can't be risking their lives on these top streets, if you know what I mean.
We'll be fine.
All right. Well, Morden's blessing be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Locke turns to the wall, pulls the bandage off, and puts the eye patch on. Turns to Raven, smiles. Do I look tough?
She
You scare
ruffles
me.
his hair. Sure. Maybe not to me, but to everybody else.
Do I get to talk in a pirate accent?
Please don't.
Arg, you mateys. Let us go see my parents. As he laughs.
Why don't we go see mine first? Because if we go see yours, we're gonna have to get them packed up and moved. And I'll grab my brothers to help move them. So we can go.
Locke nods. Fiddles with his eye patch. I wonder if I'm going to be able to shoot still.
Are you saying you're not a good enough shot that you need both eyes?
Challenge accepted.
Okay, you guys head out and head out into the streets the early morning. People are moving about this way and that way, and you can. It seems like every eye is on you guys, which initially it is because a bunch of humans walked out of a dwarven temple, but it just feels like everyone's watching you from inside of shops and temples and alleyways. It's very disturbing feeling. You guys all find yourselves walking a bit faster than normal.
I was gonna just grab all city guards to go with us to my house.
You grab the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see a not particularly smart-looking individual standing on one of the corners, watching the women go by.
I go up to him. Hi,
Hello.
I need your help. I'm Ember Nikos, Dimitri Nikos' daughter, and I was hoping you could escort me and my friends back home. These guys have been harassing us quite a bit, me and my friends, and I kind of point over to Raven. So we were just kind of hoping, that maybe you could help us out a little bit.
Raven just gives him
Alright.
a flirty little smile.
He smiles back. So I can take you as far as the watch captain, and then he can arrange an escort from there. Just follow me. He
Thank
takes
you.
you down a street, turns around one of the temples, and you see there's about 4 or 5 guards kind of milling around. One that you can see is the watch captain. He's got a cloak on of bright red. His chest plate is one big breastplate with a symbol of Waterdeep on his embossed on the metal. As this guy walks up, he says, "Hey, Captain, this here's one of the Nikos girls, and her friends have been harassed. I need an escort back to their manor." Says, "Of course, go back to your post." Says, "All right." Says, "Ladies." He smiles, kind of leers at you a bit as he walks away. Says, "You are," as he looks at you, Ember.
Ember Nikos.
Ember
Dimitri
Nikos.
Nikos' daughter.
He raises an eyebrow and looks at you expectantly.
Show him your signet.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I pull my signet ring out from underneath.
Okay, he looks
okay,
at it
so-
and then he smiles. It's very well, Miss Nikos. What can we do for you?
And we just need an escort back to my house, please.
Of course. He snaps his fingers a few times. The three other guards stand at attention. Says, "Escort Miss Nikos and her companions back to her manor house. Have a lovely day." And he bows before you.
Thank you very much.
The guards take up positions around you and await you to move, basically.
All right. I pull Talon along because I'm sure he's not liking all that.
Not at all.
These three appear to be a little bit less dumb-looking than the other guy.
I prefer them, actually.
Okay, you guys march and basically take you right back to your manor house. Do you want to roleplay this all out, or do we want to skip ahead a bit?
I'm
I
good
think
with whatever.
playing it out might be fun.
Absolutely.
So the question then is going to be, is Daddy going to see Talon?
That's why I want to kind of role play it out.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Thanks, Mark.
All right. I look at, before we go in, I look at Maudwood and say, don't say a word, please.
I turn to Oakley. Don't say a word, please.
You're such little bitches, aren't we? And related.
Would I offend your father by talking to him?
Oh, I don't know. You offend me by talking to me.
That's a bit unfair.
That does quite hurt a bit.
I don't mean it that.
We'll
Twice
apologize.
as I
We'll
came out.
apologize later when we're on the trail.
I'm just saying we need to convince my father, and I'm the only daughter, and he... Just let us do the talking, please.
Let her do the talking.
I mean, here is the thing. All of us are going to have to work together for the days to come.
Right. So why start now?
Right, and I didn't say anything when we were in the ship docks. I don't say anything when we're down in the area near the drowned rat, because that's not my area. That's something that still I'm learning. This is my home. This is my comfort zone. Just trust me on this. Just
I
like
know-
I trusted you to talk with the dwarves. I didn't say a word.
I know my place. It's the tone that I find hurtful.
Oh my gosh, you don't have time for this.
There
Well-
it is again. I do not understand what I've done to you.
You haven't done anything to me.
Ember.
Then why do you hurt me this way?
With all due respect, if you could both just hold your tongue until after Ember is done.
You don't understand women, Talon.
Nor do I want to.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't planning on speaking anyway, but still.
Go with that feeling.
Oakley's not bad, Talon. Oakley says things that are very diplomatic. Daddy would like that.
You said it.
I just light a pipe.
I just remember the were-rat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, ready to go in?
Not really.
I
Wait
hope-
out here.
I hope a cleric of Moradin, who is there to protect everybody, is not offensive to your father. Perhaps
No.
I should go to the library and study about lycanthropy again.
No, no one
Yeah,
said
no,
you.
I
would
could go
be-
to the apothecary too.
Oh my god.
Could you show me where that is?
Why no? Because I don't have a good map.
Ah. Perhaps
Okay,
we
you
could take
do-
Talon and he could show us where it is.
No. Okay, you do realize nobody in this home actually worships your god, though? They worship Shrez and Tamora.
I do not belittle Shress and Tamora at all.
I'm not belittling your god either. He saved Locke's life.
Okay, look, this conversation can continue later when we're spending lots of time together and can offend everybody equally.
And the guards at my gate are probably looking at us like we're absolute obnoxious little shits. So
No, they're actually
Let's go.
very well disciplined. They try to pay no attention whatsoever.
Let's go in.
I call upon the blessings of Moradin to assist us and to heal us. And Moradin answers.
great. You talk to Morgan then. Can we go in? I'm going in.
Okay.
I grab Talon.
I'll follow.
I look and make sure Raven and Locke are following.
I cast Fireball.
Yep.
With my guards right there, really?
They're not going to watch.
Okay, you guys enter into the carriage house. The guards leave you at the gate, and they go back to their posts as you guys come up to the front door. It's laid out pretty much the same way as the other one because I just made this one map. I don't have a token for your father or mother or brothers or anything though.
My mother's there.
Possibly.
Oh, crap.
Okay. So I go in and one of the guards I ask as soon as I see him, have you seen my father?
So yes, ma'am, your father's upstairs.
Okay. Go upstairs.
Okay. As you guys enter in, you can see there's not much of a foyer, but there's, like I said, there's a large carpet. The hallway leads off to the right. Ember, if you go over to the right, it'll lead you to the stairs to get to the second floor.
I'm looking around like, wow.
Like
Oh,
over
yeah,
here?
It's really expensive looking.
I would say something, but I'm just going to stand here in awe.
Oh,
I'm just
Okay,
gonna
so we
stand
got
here
the
and
two.
try not to, do anything to this expensive looking stuff.
You've
I
been
just-
here before.
I just lean up against the wall, smoke my pipe.
Smoking in the house. Here, give me a hit of that, please, Oakley. It'll keep my mouth shut.
He shares the pipe.
Oh my god, I'm going to kill them both.
What happens if you cross a gnome and a dwarf?
He couldn't handle me.
Let's not find out.
Locke is so sheepish in the back.
Come on, Locke, get up here.
I'm just, yeah.
Get up here. Is that a guard there, or is that my father?
As a guard. I'm going to look for a good picture for your father, so just bear with me for a minute or two.
How do I address your father?
Yeah.
With shut lips.
Sir?
Perhaps he shouldn't talk either. Just kidding.
No. No. He needs to talk. Just call him sir? He's really down to earth. He's not like what you think. And I look over at Raven and Talon. He's not like the guy we saw yesterday. He's not like him at all.
Okay.
I promise.
I just
He's
get
really
the
down to earth.
sounds of disgust.
Talon's eyes are down to hold him.
What's your father's
My
name?
dad's really Demetrius.
Locke's just looking around in amazement.
How do you spell the last name? Oh, never mind. It's right there.
I have to ask.
Demetrios.
Did you get the last name from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Nope.
Okay.
Got it from that character in an anime.
She got it from Pen of Porn.
Good day, Nikos. Throw a truth. Have we seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Years and years ago. I don't now recall it.
Damn this memory.
It's terrible.
Okay. Okay, you guys enter in there's large double doors. One of them is ajar. As you guys enter in, you can see there's a large table. There's there's no real food on there. I just had to throw that one down there. You can see where they would entertain guests. Small study off to the northwest over there. There's a lounge area. One guard is posted by a fireplace. He looks over and smiles and nods to you. He's like, "Lady Ember, welcome home."
Thank you. It's good to see you. Do you know where my father is? Is he upstairs?
Yes,
still?
your father's upstairs.
Okay.
Would you like me to get him for you?
If you wouldn't mind, that would be great.
All right, he heads upstairs. You guys can enter that room. You don't have to just wait in the hallway there.
So you have armed guards in your house?
Yeah. That's why I said I'm not really. I know my family will be okay.
Okay. After a few minutes, your father appears.
Daddy! And I run up and give him a hug.
There you go. Can you guys see his name?
Yes.
Sure can.
All right. There's Demetrios.
Handsome fella. Wow, he looks a lot like his.
Stop it.
Well,
He embraces
Mod-
you. He's like, "My
Modwin
dear,
calls him a DILF.
where have you been? And who are your friends? Please." He gestures you towards the lounge area.
follow him. Come on, guys. I grab Talon's arm to drag him. Locke's arm with the other one, knowing Raven will push him up. Well, okay. Well, you've heard me talk about Raven. And Kai
Yes.
talk about Raven. And her brother, Locke.
Lovely
Hello,
to
sir.
meet you. And he takes each of your hand.
And then, well, next to Locke is his teacher, Maudie. Sorry, Modwin. I'm sorry, I was kind of
He
rude to
bows
her.
and says, "Welcome to my home in Dwarvish."
She smiles, brightens up, looks to Ember, and
I nod to her.
bows respectfully, but does not say a word.
You can talk. And then this is Oakley.
Hello, good sir.
And then
Wonderful to meet you as well.
And then this is Talon, the one that I told you fights so much like me, and I drag him up next to me.
Pleasure to
Yes,
meet you, sir.
my daughter has told me much about you.
You're too kind, sir. Thank you.
Of course. Please make yourselves comfortable. He calls off to someone that you don't see. He says, "Bring some refreshments." It's wonderful to meet your friends. I have heard much about each of you, and have not had the pleasure to meet all of you. So it is very nice to see you all.
I came to you with a huge favor, actually. Long story short, Locke, I told you he works in the sewers to help his parents that are so sick, and he came across the spirit. I don't know if Alaric or Kai told you everything or not, but we wanted to help that spirit, and because it wanted to give this locket to its next of kin, so we figured it was his wife or his son, and we tried to give it back. It didn't go too well, needless to say. And Locke, and I grab Locke, pull him up. Locke was kidnapped by and I kind of look.
The Darkwater Boys.
Thank you. The Darkwater Boys. They did this to
His
him.
eyes go wide at that. You have been dealing with the Darkwater Boys?
Not on purpose.
Sir,
On
we ran
purpose or
afoul
not?
of them.
What? Why would you even associate with these people?
We didn't mean to. We were trying to turn the locket, and the guy, the ghost's brother, was there and wanted to take the locket even though it didn't belong to him, and we weren't going to give it to him, and apparently he is one of them.
Oh, my dear one. Why would you do that?
And then when they took Locke, they wanted why can't I think of the name right now?
Redstone.
Lord Redstone, thank you. Redstone's signet ring, and we obviously couldn't give that to him.
Redstone?
Right. But Locke freed himself. He escaped on his own, which is good because we had no way to get him back, and they didn't want ransom or anything like that. They just wanted that signet ring, and well, that's not possible, and so now we're all kind of screwed.
We're on a run.
Well, you're all welcome here. You'll be protected. There's no reason for you to worry. You're safe here. So if you we can make guest accommodations, and we do have a guest house in the back. If you wish to stay there, you're welcome. I would not suggest walking the streets without heavy guard, though. I do not have the manpower or the men to take you out. Those of you who don't live in the city, I would suggest you return to your homes. The rest of you are welcome to live out your time here. And he smiles.
Well, you're so generous, Dad. You really are. I knew you'd want to help them. But what I was hoping you would do would be to take Locke's parents in under your protection, put them up in the guest house.
Of course. They're more than welcome to stay here with you.
We aren't gonna stay.
Well, you
We're gonna
certainly
leave
can't go
Waterdeep.
out to the streets.
We
Your
were gonna
lives are
leave
in great
Waterdeep.
danger.
Which is why we're gonna leave Waterdeep for a while.
I'm sorry, what?
It's the only way. We can't just stay shut in here forever. If we leave, we can get stronger, and it keeps everybody safe.
You keep saying we, as if you were going to leave with your companions.
Yes, sir. They're my
I
friends.
don't think so. But you are all free to leave. I will have an armed escort take you to the gates so that you can leave the city in peace. But you, my dear, are not going anywhere.
I have to. You would do the same thing. And if I'm still here, that means anytime Kai or Alaric or Damien or anybody goes out, they're in danger too.
They would not dare oppose us. They may own the docks and own I can't remember the name of the part of the city. Crap. But they dare not face the nobles head on.
Oh, sir, with all due respect, she's leaving out a vital piece of information, and I'm kind of stuttering when I say this.
What is your mother's name? Sorry, Kelly.
I'm sorry, sir.
Amaryllis.
Can you spell that for me? Hang on, Brad. Hang on.
Miss, she put it in the chat.
Oh, okay, see it.
With all due respect, I'm not sure how much you know about the Darkwater Boys, but I know they claim to count were creatures or were rats and vampires amongst their number, and we did encounter a were rat.
Yeah, Alaric saved me from becoming a rat.
You were infected?
That's awesome.
She was attacked.
But Talon got me to Alaric, and so I'm okay, and yeah.
You see,
your
the
daughter's a rebel?
color is drained from his face as he stands up. He paces over to the bookcase. He turns back around, looks at you. He says, "Stay here," and then he heads out of the room.
Raven, I don't like that tone. I think we need to go.
No, you guys are not going anywhere.
I whispered.
But
Ember.
I told you he's not like Redstone. I told you he's not like Redstone.
Ember, you might be safer here.
It's not about safe.
It is. To us, it is. To your friends, it's about you being safe.
Yeah,
We can go on the road. You could stay here with your family where you belong.
And I've been locked up in this house for 16 years. I am not staying here. You guys are just as much of my family as the rest of my family is here.
Modwin looks at you in your eyes.
You can speak.
She doesn't speak.
Damn it, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
I think Modwin was touched that you think of her as family.
You guys are. I like two of my brothers better than Modwin, but you're still better than the other two.
Yeah, Mitch, you scared me. I thought you were asking me who my mother was. I was like,
Yeah, I thought so too.
I did
Me too.
Like, oh, snap.
Yeah, like, cornered.
But do you have a birthmark, don't you? Is that showing? Because he would know it.
I have my leather armor on right now, so it was
Oh,
not
okay.
showing.
If he noticed anything, he's a noble, so it would never show.
It's
The
beneath him.
only sign other than his politeness is when you mentioned the Darkwater Boys, he became, a bit uptight, and then when you told him that you were infected, that's when the color drained from his face and he stormed out of the room.
I think I'm going to get my brother in trouble.
Someone's getting a spanking.
I don't think you're going to be able to leave here.
Oh, I'll be able to leave. You forget that my one brother showed me how to sneak out of here.
After a few moments, the servant comes in. I don't have a token for them, but your father doesn't. He says, Lady Ember, your room is ready. Your friend's room are ready, and the small contingent is prepared to bring Sir Locke's parents here onto the premises. Your father is indisposed and apologizes he cannot join you. He will try to join you for dinner tonight.
How mad is he?
He just looks at you. He does not say anything.
Damn it, that's gonna be bad. Okay.
Should we go get Locke's parents?
the small contingent is. In other words, he's got several armed guards that are going to go get them.
Yeah.
Could you tell them to get my duffel bag from under my bed?
Knock,
I think we might want to go with them.
Yes,
Lock you-
they will take you back to your house, collect your things, and bring you back here. The carriage is waiting outside.
Carriage?
Well, let us go.
Yes. This way, please. He leads you
Hey,
back out.
Modwin, Oakley, can you go with him? I'll stay with Ember.
Sure.
It'd be better in numbers.
Okay, who's going? Who's staying?
And I'm staying.
I'm
with
going.
Ember. I'm staying with Ember for moral support.
I'm gonna go help Sleek get Locke's parents.
Yeah,
Locke,
Mode want to go also.
please tell your parents they must come. They'll have a whole guest house.
Thank you, Ember.
What you guys actually saw coming in, it looked like a like a second house, and now you realize that's the guest house. As you guys head outside, you can see that there is a large carriage with the house symbol of was it Nikos?
Nikos, yeah.
Nikos symbol on the side. There is a driver. There's also a heavily armed man sitting next to him with a heavy crossbow. There are two other people on the back step. One has a heavy crossbow. One just has a sword belted and a shield at the ready. There are when you guys step up, the servants open the door and let you in. When you guys step up, you see there's another person inside. He seems to be like a young. He's probably in his mid-20s. He has a subdued black leather armor on. He has weapons, like 2 daggers, one at each hip. He just kind of sits there. He doesn't say anything to you. He just has a look of serenity on his face. His armor looks highly polished, but there's no shine to it. And he just sits there in silence. He's got a kind of a corner next to the window.
Is that Kai?
It is not.
You described how I kind of picture him, so that's awesome.
I don't know. That's why I was wondering.
Guess we know who trained him.
That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, you guys sit down.
Oh yeah, and Locke's
Yeah.
just looking around like wide eye, and just taking it all in.
Yeah, as you guys sit down, there's plenty of room. This is actually a large carriage. You can fit probably about 8 people in this thing. The man, he doesn't say anything. He kind of looks each of you over as if studying, like, not only how you move, but also the weapons, the armor, and then he kind of absently looks out the window as if he, being there is kind of a waste of time for him. As you guys head out, you start heading to riding like the limo into the poor part of town.
Yeah, seriously.
That's not going to draw
It's-
attention.
You know what I think of, Mark, is your wedding when the limo pulled into that park and there was like a whole bunch of
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's a big picnic going on.
yeah, like, is that P Diddy? That just cracked me up, dude. Kept trying to look in the windows like there was somebody like famous or something. Oh my god.
That was awesome.
It was. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So you guys ride in the car in the carriage, and it takes you about half the time to get through the streets and stuff. You can hear some yelling from the driver, profanities abundant as he's screaming at people to get the F out of his way. Go to this place and do that to yourself and your mother and your father and that sort of thing if you don't move out of the way. Every once in a while you can hear a vague threat come from the man who's sitting next to him, as people are like yelling back obscenities and stuff. It's a bit muffled, The man sitting with you again, he has not said anything to you. He has not even looked at you guys since you guys started moving. You guys reach Locke's house. The man stands up. He looks at each of you and holds a hand out as if to say, "One moment." He goes and opens the door, kicks out the little ladder. It steps down, holds it open. You can see he takes a look around. It seems as if his eyes are constantly darting from one person to another. And within maybe a heartbeat or two, the traffic that is moving between the carriage and the houses has stopped completely as this man stands next to the door and gestures for you to come out.
It's like Secret Service.
Oh yeah. This guy's
It does seem like it.
he's not messing around.
Okay.
Awesome. You jump out.
Go out. Go right inside.
Yep.
And I let G go in first. And then me.
Okay, Locke, you open the door and enter into your house. Squalid surroundings compared to what you've come from. Carriage is actually probably bigger than your entire room.
Yeah, it's very small. I mean, obviously it's in the slums. It's a single room. You know, there are a lot of little trinkets around, mostly things that Locke has found in the sewers that he's shined up, you know, brought home and stuff like that. There's, you know, all the silverware. No, I wouldn't call it silverware. I would call it a mess kit material. It's all piecemeal. It's all little bits he found here and there. As soon as he sees his parents, he just runs up and embraces them in a hug.
Okay, they
Me
pepper
too,
you
me too.
with questions like, where have you been? What happened? Why are you wearing that? What was going on? As they pull on their little mask of oxygen.
Ma, Pa, we have to go.
Where are we going? What
We're
have
going
you gotten
to-
yourself into now, boy?
We got into some trouble. We're going to the Nikos estate.
Who are the Nikos? Oh, your friend, right?
Yes,
Why are we going there? Our things are here.
we must gather
Just then,
them.
you guys hear some
get
steps
them
coming
too.
up. You hear some heavy footfalls coming up the stairs.
Turn and look.
As you turn, you see there's two men. They look to be in middle 30s to late 40s. They're dressed in commoner gear. As they're kind of looking at you, they said, the man downstairs paid us to help you move your things. The your mother looks over at you, says, and sorry, and says, Gaylord, who are these people? What is going on?
Ma! Call me Locke.
Is there anybody else in here with us?
Yes,
It's just us, right?
Just you guys. Yeah. The only people not there is Ember and Talon.
Okay.
Locke, that's your last name. You're Gaylord. You're named after your great grandfather.
Ma!
What?
We have to get your things. We have to go. I will explain later.
Well, who are these gentlemen?
Good parents.
Sorry, ma'am. We're just here to help you move your stuff.
Mama, we
Locke,
gotta.
Mr.
We
and
have
Mrs.
to make
Locke.
you safe, and we have to take you somewhere
Mr. and
else so
Mrs.
that you'll be safe. Because
My
it's not going to be
stories are
safe for you
about to
guys here.
begin.
Mr. and
Your
Mrs.
stories,
Locke,
what?
Have you ever ridden in a carriage?
No, I haven't.
Well, come with me. I'm going to show
You're a
you something
strange-looking person. Are you one of the short people?
Yes, I am. Come with me. I have something to show you. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, it's
Oh.
very hard to get up these days.
Come on. I have a nice pipe. We can share it.
They're like Charlie Bucket's family. So they're kind of in the bed.
Hmm.
If you remember from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, exactly how I envisioned them.
Come, Raven. Let's help. Let's help Locke's family into the carriage. Let's show him the carriage.
I just start going through the house and packing stuff
Okay.
up in
These-
sacks and stuff.
These two guys, you've seen them around the neighborhood before. They're friendly guys, and they help you They find like containers to pack whatever you need in, and they come out there. They tell you that the guy outside paid them a gold piece each to help, and they're like really excited about that. One guy says that he's going straight to the brothel after this. The other guy says that he's probably going to go down and drink till he throws up, and then drink some more.
Awesome money.
I'm
Yeah, awesome.
I'm gonna help the parents into the carriage,
Okay.
and then go back and help collect stuff, and also like pull stuff out of stashes that I've put around his house.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you did.
As you're bringing them
I
out,
practically live there.
you bring them out and put them in the carriage. You find them a nice, comfy place. Put the blankets back over them. As you come back out, roll me a perception roll.
Everyone?
No, just Raven. Okay, as you come back out, you can see that the man who's accompanied you the whole time, he was standing by the door. Now he's standing about 2 feet next to the corner of the house. He seems to be putting one of his knives away, and he looks up at you and smiles.
I just give him a look like, oh shit, and then go inside and hurry faster.
It's like a disarming smile, kind of like, hey, how you doing? Nothing to worry about. Okay, you guys finish packing with the help of the two locals. They are very friendly. They tell you the kind of debauchery they will be up to as soon as you guys go, and they have a gold piece in their pockets, and they're pretty happy about that. They load up what they can. It's basically mainly sacks tied with twine, and they put it on top of the carriage as they send you guys on your way.
Head on back.
The man in black who sat with you, he can no longer fit inside there, so he kind of grabs onto the side rail and hangs on for the ride back to Nikos' estate. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to cut it because I really have to pee, so I'm gonna have to cut this break a little bit early. Hang on.
Sounds good. I'm out of beer. And I swear Oakley and Modwin to secrecy.
Anything you want, Gaylord.